Hey guys, how are you doing? Spring is here, so it's good. We're turning the corner, and I'm excited about that. So I hope everyone is doing well, and things are moving along really fast this year, and that's good too. I like that. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about abundance, since that's been my focus in my journey, and it really is a key part to everything that we are. So I have been thinking more about abundance in my life and saying to myself, the earth is plentiful and rich, and we can, have all of that for ourselves within us in every way. Abundance, of health and of wealth and of just life in general, friends, creativity, just fill in the blank. It's all there for us. And so when you become thankful, which is part of being abundant, is you don't have those limitations put on you and be upset about different things that are going on, but use every moment to be thankful. A lot of doors open for you. I used to pay my bills and be grumbly about it, but now I'm thankful. I'm like, thank you. I have, heat in my house, or air conditioning, or I have a car, or I can, put gas in my car. I mean, it's really about being thankful in all things, because if we are abundant, then we don't need to complain or look at things in a negative way and think that somebody is against us and wanting, to make it so we don't succeed. We need to see that everything is for us. And if we have a thankful heart, all of those things will open up in ways that haven't before. And I've had a couple of things happen. There was a bonus check that came in from work that I wasn't expecting, out of the blue, and so that was really nice. And then I went to the bank to talk to them about some things, and I have two different accounts, and they said, well, one of your accounts isn't getting, the rewards through, to gain interest each month. And so you really need to move all those monies into the other accounts so that they can gain interest. And it's not a lot of money, but really it's abundance. I didn't have it before, I do now. So all of those things really get you excited and get you motivated to know that it does work. Those energies do work in your favor. They don't have a choice, because that's really how energy is. That's how things attract. It's just the way it goes. So you plant the seed and then you let it grow, and amazing things will happen. And more are coming. I write down things on a piece of paper that I look at it from a place of that it's already happened. Even though it hasn't, it really has, because once I plant that seed, everything's in motion for it to happen. And so I do that, and then I just observe myself and watch everything that I'm thinking and saying through the day, and then change it. That's what you have to do, is change your conditioning from your past that really is not based on anything true. It's just a habit, or somebody else passed it down from somebody else, and now you have it. And so you put yourself in a box, literally, and say, I'm never going to be rich. I'm never going to have anything good happen in my life. That's just the way it is. And you just kind of settle into it. And like I said before, even though it's not where we want to be, we stay there because it's comfortable. It's easy. It doesn't, it doesn't rock the boat. It doesn't make anything change per se. So we just have to choose what we're going to do. If we're going to rise above and go for the gold, so to speak, or just stay where we are and muddle through, is our choice. But also, in the middle of it all, you know, there's things that happen. Like I never get sick, and I got sick. It wasn't that long of a sickness, but it really took a toll on me and pushed me to be quiet and look within and really think about how I'm handling things or thinking about things or not thinking about things in a productive way. Because once you plant those seeds, you know, you have to trust the process. You know, we're so used to doing more and more and more to make it happen. But we really are backtracking when we do that. You know, we're hindering what we want in our life because we're just trying to hang on and say, okay, what else do I need to do? How much more can I, you know, make this work so that I can get it now, you know? And it's just, like I say, it's like a seed. You plant it and you just nurture it, you know, water it, give it love, but you don't take it back out of the ground and see how it's doing. You know, you have to leave it in there and trust that process, that it's going to bring forth fruit. And so I've struggled with that a lot, and it's a lesson I'm trying to learn. You know, I will leave it alone for even a week or two, but then I want to dig it back up and say, what's going on? You know, why aren't you growing? What's happening? Where's the fruit? And it's only been 2 weeks, you know. So that's really what I'm learning now, you know, is to let it go, let it flow, and let things work as they may without me getting in the way. You know, it's us getting out of our own way to let life happen. And so that's kind of where I'm at, is I'm feeling better now, and I'm kind of coming full circle from where I was and realizing it's just beautiful and magical and wonderful, and I really need to find that joy and that peace in the process, because if I don't, the end result is just not going to be there, or it's just not going to be what I want, because I've muddled in there and tried to fix it or quicken it up, make it better, whatever. And none of those things are ever helpful. You know, a lot of times that's how we are with people. We want to get in there and fix everything or make it better, and we just end up making it worse. And we have to stop. We have to stop and realize this is not our place. This isn't the part we play. You know, our part is over, and now we wait. We don't like waiting. We just don't like to do that. We're used to getting things now, and sometimes that happens, you know, but in the situation that we're looking at is changing our overall view of ourselves in life, then it's probably not going to happen like super fast. We have to kind of go through those growing pains and know that we're really in it for the long haul. This isn't just like, oh, here's a New Year's resolution, and a month or two later, you know, I'm already done. I'm already lost that. This is something that has to be deeper. It has to be something that, like I say, gets rid of the old programming, the old thought processes that we've had about abundance and about letting things be, letting things go, and not trying to just fix them all the time, which is our nature. But those things are not helpful to us. They're not working, and this is something incredible and beautiful and wonderful that we now have the tools for. So we have to, you know, use those tools, give it time to let the universe work, let things work in a way that those energies bring about these surprises and these wonders that we don't expect, that become these wow moments because we're not used to it. You know, we're not used to it. And at least for me, I've always said, you know, my life's just ordinary and nothing, you know, ever is going to happen any different than that. But we have to realize, that we are spirit, and the abundant life is ours if we want it. I mean, the Bible teaches that, and many other cultures teach that. But it's only for those who really, tap into it and really believe it. It has to become part of who you are. You are this, you are abundant, you are worthy, your cup overflows, anything and everything is possible. When you understand who you are and the power that we have through our spirit, there are no limitations. Everything is on the table. We get to pick and choose what we're going to allow into our reality. And instead of us being victims, we're not. We're the star of our own movie. We get to pick and choose based upon our thoughts of what is. And when you add the conscience to the subconscious and let that merge into the heart, which is the feeling, the true feeling of knowing that it is so, that's called faith, then your imagination comes out to play, and you're just, anything happens. You don't, there's like kids. I mean, they don't know about any boundaries or limitations in their imagination. They just are free to just, hey, I want to do this, I want to be this, I want to make this, and we right away limit them and say, well, that's just silly, or that's not going to work, or we don't want you to try that because it might fail. We just have all these things that we say to them that discourage them. And then we grow up and then we just don't even believe in imagination anymore. And that is the power. That is what brings us to this amazing life that we could have. And that's how, the Spirit set it up. That's how it's taught in the Bible. Ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall find. All people that have will have more. And so the messages are there. The patterns are there. If we want to look and see them, it's all right there. I mean, I grew up with the Bible, and I always question, how come it says ask and you shall receive, and I'm not getting anything that I want? And so then I have to say, wait a minute, it's got to be me. It's got to be me. I'm not understanding something right. And so it's really interesting to have to look at yourself and say, yeah, I really didn't believe. I doubted, or I, planted the seed, and then I tried to, take it back and say, what's going on? Why isn't this working? So we really do kind of get in our own way. And that's just one example, of what's really there all along that I could see, but I didn't look deep enough. I didn't look long enough to get through the pain of my conditioning and my own ego and different things that are going on to realize, what beautiful things are waiting for me, for all of us, for any of us. And so the best thing we can do for people to help them is to raise our own vibration through these wonderful good thoughts and imagination, and then let those things become a way, an opportunity for us to enjoy life and to help others and to travel the world and see amazing things that God intends. And it's all possible. Get yourself out of that box, set yourself free. Like I say, just don't look at the news except in a way that pushes you to become more and understand all of this, because that's really the point. That we see the same old things in the news, one thing after another, that brings us down, and we just doom and gloom. That's it. We're not going to get anywhere. So I know, just for me to turn all that off and just do what I know to do, which is be thankful, don't complain, realize that you can be abundant. It's not for others and not you. It's for all of us. And that's part of, the conditioning, is that we've said, oh, this is my life and that's it. And other people, they just got lucky or whatever. And it's like, it's not that way. It's not that way. That's the conditioning too, is thinking that way. It's like, you have to snap out of it and want it so badly and so deeply in a beautiful, loving, caring way that God intended, that, you decide, okay, it's my time. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because this is how I help myself, and this is how I help others around me, is by coming to this place of abundance and being able to raise my energies in such a way and get out of that box so that others know and they can see it and they go, wow, I can do this. And then you can help them too. And if they choose not to, then that's their choice. They're not ready, and that's okay. But you'll have other people, other friends, other things that'll happen in your life. Your creativity will come out, and you'll find ways that you can, write a song, write a book, do a video, whatever it is that's calling you. You'll be able to have that creativity. It's there, and it's just waiting to be tapped into. And so you have to have courage, and you have to just do it. And all of the energies will work towards that end for you. It will happen, but it's a journey. It's a process, because like I say, we're here, we're learning all kinds of lessons and purification, of our spirit. And it's how it works. It's how it works, but it doesn't have to be doom and gloom. We have those moments of having to deal with a lot of deep things, but tears bring healing. Pain brings about a renewal of something, and it's really fun and exciting when you realize that you're not a victim of your own life. You really do have the power to be anything you want to be. So I really encourage you to, all the news is that they don't want any of these good things for us, but there's, like I said, there's really no enemy. We are being pushed into this place because we need to. We're getting too comfortable with just being miserable. And it's time, it's time for us to say, wait a minute, this is never going to end, one thing after another to create division. And so we finally realize that we don't want that. We want unity, and we want love, and we want compassion, and we want enjoyment and fun and all the things that the universe offers us. Like I say, Jesus said, I came so you could have an abundant life. He's teaching us these things. And we've just been so scared of it. But no more. No more. It's time. It's time to wake up and realize that, like I say, we're the star of our own movie. And we get to pick how it's going to go. So that's really cool and really exciting. And I hope that this resonates with you and you can really tap into what I'm saying and understand, right now you can change right now, by, changing your thoughts, shutting off all the bad things that bring us to a bad place, division, hate, anger, all of those things that we default to, and just decide, I don't want this anymore. So, like I said, the only way you're going to know is by experience. You have to make a decision and really try it in a very serious way. And it will be worth it. I'm still on my journey. I'm in the middle of it, and I'm not going back. I'm going forward full force and letting my life be something amazing now. And it's going to take time, and that's the part I'm in, where I have to just let it go, let it flow, and in the meantime, get to know myself, my true self inside, the joy and the peace that I can have, even in that place where I'm not where I want to be, but I know I already am, in a sense, because the energies are there. And it just will happen. It has happened already. So you have to see yourself in that place right now. Feel it deeply. That's really key. You've got to feel it in the heart. Like I said, your conscience comes together with your subconscious and merges in the heart. And that's where your imagination is born. And you wake up to that and you go to sleep with that. That's really key, because that sets off your day and puts you to sleep at night with that thought, that goal, that focus. And so it's really important, that you go to sleep in that place, that you're happy and peaceful and abundant, and it doesn't matter what's really going on in your life. Don't look at that. That doesn't matter, because if you stay focused on that, you'll always be there. It'll never change. So that's what your whole, imagination is about, is giving you that opportunity to change and make your life what you want. So go to bed with that, no matter what the outside looks like. And then wake up with that too, happy, abundant, joyful, healthy, peaceful, whatever it is you want, put it in there, fill in the blank, write it down on paper, put it on your wall and read it every day, as many times as you can, so that it really becomes your grounding, your foundation, because many things will come to avert that really quickly, because we've been conditioned for so long. But we have to say, look, I'm in charge now, and I choose, not to have fear, not to have division. I choose love. I choose compassion. And I'm going for the gold. So I really am excited for all of you, and I hope that you'll share with me what's going on in your journey, and we can kind of help each other along the way, so that we stay focused and stay encouraged to keep on keeping on, and just say, this is it. I'm not turning back. This is my life now, and it is realized in the now. And trust the process, trust it. And it's going to come to fruition. It already has. So that's my message for today. And I really care about all of you guys. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for any kind of comments or ideas that you have to share, because we're all in this together, and one light, one energy. And also, I am writing a book, and I've got an illustrator coming tomorrow that just came to me out of the blue. These are the energies that come to you whenever you put a plan in place. All the things that are needed for that plan will come together. for you. And so I'm super excited, you know, to meet her and have her help me with my book. You know, that's what I've been drawn to for quite a while now. And so it's taken time, you know, for me to grow and get to that point. But here I am. So that part is exciting for me. And you'll have your own ideas, your own creative things that you'll be drawn to in this process, and it'll be great. It'll be great. It'll be something that you're ready to share with the world, and nothing will stop you unless you do it yourself. You know, we are the stars of our own movies. It really is true. So see you and be you. That's the greatest thing we can do for ourselves and for everyone around us. So I know times are hard, you know, but like I said, just use it to push you to get to that next place. That's really what this is about. It's not to bring us down more and more and more. We are being pushed to rise to a higher place. So look at it that way, and you know, there's no limit. There's no limit. There's no barriers. Like I say, we're one energy, one light. We connect all the time in every way. And we're rising. We're rising, and it's beautiful and wonderful. And let's just keep that going. Keep it in our heart, and go to bed with that, wake up with that, and watch it all change. It will. Thanks, guys. Okay, bye.